Alright, what's good, y'all? So, we got Shador Sanders in minicamp, rookie minicamp that is, showing y'all, well, not showing y'all, but showing the team what he can do. Alright, so first and foremost, there was a little bit of drama with the number thing. You know, he was number 2, legendary, 2 was legendary and all that. And then it came out that he wasn't getting number 2. Some people called it a conspiracy. Oh, they hating on Shador. Oh, they want this with Shador. They want to stop Shador's cockiness. But I don't know. It came out that he said he kind of wanted number 12. So I don't know what's going on with that. He's selling out jerseys and shit. And number 2, then he comes out that he's number 12. But anyway, 12 is a great number. You know, that's the GOAT, Tom Brady's number. But looking at him in minicamp, I mean, you can't really base too much on minicamp. People are saying he's looking great. He's looking good. As a man that's watched football for over 30 years, and I've actually played football, you know, not at a college level. You know, I played Pee-wees and I played in high school. Played defensive back. I used to love 7-on-7 drills because, like, you don't have to worry about tackling. You don't have to worry about running the ball. You just worry about passing. It's just pass. It's just practice for passing. So I loved it. Right now, this is not even a 7-on-7 drill. This is just him just passing the ball, getting the feel for the routes. For all you to know, they're talking about him. They go Gabriel right there. He's clearly taller than Gabriel. I always talk about height. When you get a quarterback, you want your quarterback to be about 6'4". A lot of quarterbacks average around 6'2". A lot of the greats are 6'2". But you know, what's his name? Gabriel, he about 6 feet tall. And there's only a handful of quarterbacks that actually, you know, made waves at 6 feet tall. You know, that's the legendary Doug Flutie, short guy. Drew Brees, first ballot Hall of Famer. Right now, he's a Hall of Famer. He was a Hall of Famer when he was still playing. He's 6 feet tall. And you got a lot of other players. Kyler Murray right now is like, they got him at like 5'10". You know, Russell Wilson, about 5'11". So there's some short quarterbacks. Nevertheless, like I say about the NBA, when it's a short point guard or undersized player at their position, you got to be exceptional at that position. All right. So if you're a quarterback that's 6 feet or under, you have to be an exceptionally gifted quarterback. You got to be fast. You got to be able to do all the things quarterbacks can see. One of the things they worry about with a short quarterback is them being able to see over the O-line. Shador has no problem with that. But so far, everybody's saying he's looking good. But like I said, everybody looks good in these drills. I want to see my man. I want to see a practice. I want to see a practice with pads, one, and I can't wait for that preseason game. We looking, you know, circling August, you know, because right now it's just him battling against Gabriel, right? And people have said Gabriel looks good too. So we'll see what it is. We'll see what's going on with that in the future. So some other guys making waves is, of course, your boy Travis Hunter. And Travis Hunter, same thing. There's nothing really to look into this. Travis Hunter has great hands. I still say this. There are reports right now that they're gonna have him playing receiver, number 1, and put him as a nickel back on third down for defense. I think that's a disservice coming in for what? How many times you gonna go on third down? You know, that is a first down always. Then the percentage drops down. Sometimes you might not even get a third down. But what's that gonna put him in the game as a nickel back? What, 8 or 9 times on defense? That's not enough. Now, I want to know what you guys think. Do y'all think he should play receiver or defense? This is my opinion. He's a good receiver. All right, he's a good receiver. He's an all right receiver, but he's undersized though. And when you're undersized, you need to be exceptionally good, or you need to be he needs to be exceptionally fast. Average speed. Average speed is average speed. You know, we all know what kind of player he is. You know, all that little draft combine bullshit doesn't really translate to what kind of special play he is on the field. So he has a chance to be a good receiver. What's the guy's name? Smith. Was it Devontae Smith on the Eagles? Devontae Smith is an average receiver. He won the Heisman. Average receiver. another guy that's a little on the side. I think motherfuckers just dancing like a motherfucker, cutting a jig. But like I said, on Smith, average wide receiver. Is Travis better than him? You get what I'm saying? Is Travis better than the third receiver on their own depth chart? I don't think so. These receivers, these pros, they're fucking good. You know, they're good. So he has the chance to be a relatively a good receiver, I think. Maybe a Pro Bowl or two at receiver. Defense is a whole nother story. I think Travis has the potential to become one of the greatest cornerbacks of all time. Let's drop a bomb right there. Yeah, you know, KJ Media 100. I'm known for saying outlandish things. I think he has the chance to be the number one cornerback of all time. Let me explain. First and foremost, he has the perfect body for a corner. He has the perfect speed. He has perfect ball skills, pause, hand-eye coordination. You know, now one thing that sets him apart from Dion is, you know, the best corner of all time, you know, and I don't think it's close. The closest thing to Dion is Revis. All right, but that's another chat for another day. The thing here he has that Dion doesn't have, everybody knows about, oh, Dion went both ways. Dion played both ways. Yeah, he did, but Dion wasn't playing wide receiver. He was coming in for special packages of him basically running the ball, getting screens, shit like that, playing punt return, kick return. Dion didn't log that many snaps as receiver. The thing Travis got is he was a wide receiver at a high level. So he knows everything the wide receiver is going to do. That's what sets him apart. He has the chance to be an all-time great. No, scratch that. The best corner of all time. So why would you give that up to play receiver? Listen, I've never seen it done. 100% of the plays on offense and defense, never said it done. With that being said, on defense, sometimes you get breaks. But like Unc Shan says, he could be playing receiver, gonna have Jalen Ramsey guarding him. Then he gotta go on defense and he gotta guard Justin Jefferson for the whole game. That ain't gonna work, bro. That ain't gonna work. But that remains to be seen. I can't wait. I cannot wait till the preseason starts. Let's talk about these NBA playoffs real quick. Alright, so NBA playoffs tonight. The Timberwolves just beat the Warriors 2-1. Of course, there's no Steph Curry. Let's go to the box score real quick. Go to the box score. We gonna get to those goddamn Knicks. Let's go to the box score. So what we got? Julius Randle, 24 points, plus 14. 24 points, 12 assists. Oh damn, a triple double, 10 rebounds. All right. Rudy had 9. You know, I made that video, but not that video, but I said about Rudy being a goddamn Superman out in that court. He's come back down. Rudy, the thing about Rudy is he does his job, bro. He does his job. He knows exactly what he needs to do. Like, I always say this, if Dwight Howard would have just did his job and stopped wasting so much time trying to be an offensive player, he would have been even more great. You know, shout out to my look out for my top defensive players of all time. I dropped the top 25 on you guys, so I still got the top 15 to drop on you guys. Oh, I got the video. I'm just waiting to drop it. That's all. Draymond Green, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Yo, I loved when Charles Barkley was saying this man had a triple single. Draymond Green is like feast of famine. That's why, like, he's probably going to the Hall of Fame, but it's more based on the team that he played with. Because when there's no Steph, you know, no Clay, he puts up numbers like this. That year when Steph was hurt, I was so happy. The Warriors are hot fucking trash. But Timberwolves did their thing. How does Edwards have 36? I think he got most of that in the second half. Those goddamn motherfucking Knicks. Now, Stephen A said he'll be happy if they got to 6 games. A lot of Knicks fans are like, Agreed. I ain't gonna lie. Field goal percentage, shot better than on the field. 3 points. The Knicks had a bad shooting game. 3.5 for 25, 20%, and the Celtics shot 50%. The fact that the Knicks won those first games, it was excellent. You know, that is what it is. You know, everybody made hype about the 3-point shooting. Brunson had 30, 27. But as you can see, Boston didn't stop shooting those threes. So they gotta do something about that. Clearly, they gotta do something about that. I personally did not think the Knicks would go up 3-0. There was no way in the world they were going up 3-0, boy. You know, no way in the goddamn world they were going up 3-0. Tatum had 22. They're still not really like dominating with the points though. Tatum 40 minutes, Brown 36 minutes. Cat's not doing it. He should be doing it. Someone's gonna dominate Al Horford. It's gonna happen. Miles Bridges got down to 21, but he was negative. Carl Anthony was negative 19. Damn, they were shit. The whole team was negative. The whole starting lineup, shit. This game is pitiful. It's pitiful. This is an important game. This is an important game that's coming up for the Knicks and Celtics. The Knicks gotta get this third game. Who plays tomorrow, Sunday? Thunder and Nuggets. You know, the Thunder is down right now, 2-1. And Pacers is up 2-1. So, was it Monday? The Knicks gotta get this game. They cannot go back to Boston Tide. They cannot go back to Boston Tide. They go back to Boston Tide, I mean, it's a wrap. It's gonna be a wrap. Celtics is probably gonna win 4-2. But that remains to be seen. Let's see what happens with that, yo. In other news, did y'all see this statue in Times Square? You know, my beloved hometown. Hold on. Times Square. The statue of that black woman. Bruh. When I first saw this shit, I thought it was a joke. I thought this shit was a joke. I thought it was a joke. And then she's so big. That's like an Amazonian right there. I thought it was a joke. I seen this for the last couple of days. And then I finally checked it out on a little news clip. Bruh. I was like, this can't be life. I hate the statue. Let me just say this. Body positivity and all that rah, 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 rah. That's cool. That's cool. You know? That's cool. Hold on. Let me go to the news clip. Let's see if I can get it. You know, I'll be watching this until my Mary J. Blige. Here we go, right here.
We're told, turning heads. It's making people not only stop and stare, but also reflect. A rare feat in the middle of one of the busiest places in the world. City of Maldonado shows us why.
At 12 feet tall, in the middle of Times Square, stands a...
They calling that bronze? Ain't bronze like a shade of gold?
Bronze sculpture of a young woman.
It's instantly stood out. It's powerful.
It's so tall and big.
The sculpture, created by artist Thomas Price, was unveiled at...
They didn't say nothing about nothing positive. She said it's tall and big, and he said it stood out. Thomas Price. Let's see what Thomas Price is. Time. Let me see. Thomas Price. Time. Square. Damn. Statue. Let's see who this person is. Can I find out who this man is? Is that him? Get that out of here. Thomas Price left. Grounded installed 2005 photo by courtesy of Thomas Price. Thomas J. Price with the figure with a matte. He just says picking a matte black finish. Yeah, what the hell are they talking about bronze? You motherfuckers just be talking. Is that him? Is that Thomas Price right here? I don't know. Let's see if I can go to images real quick. That might be him. Who was Thomas Price? India Times created a controversial statue in Times Square. What makes it controversial? Got it in the Starbucks debate created by British artist Thomas J. Price. British. Here we go. If he's British, you know one thing. If he's British, that means he is of African descent. And I'm not talking about African American, okay? That means he's African or Caribbean. A small chance of him being Black American. Like a British person depicting a Black American. To all y'all people that ain't black or not from America, y'all might say, what the hell are you talking about, KJ Media? What's the difference? Try comparing a Puerto Rican to a Mexican to a goddamn Spaniard and see if they don't cuss your ass out. All right? Shit. When I forgot what movie it was. Was it Zoe Saldana? I forgot. She was depicting a Mexican woman, and they raised hell, the Mexicans. God damn, you have a Dominican playing a Mexican, you know? So, yeah, it matters. This is not a representation of black, not only black people, but Black American women. Let me say what's wrong with the statue real quick.
Duffy Square last week, and in just a matter of days, it has stopped hundreds in their tracks. Who is she? Well, technically, she's whoever you want her to be. Who is she? Well, technically, she's whoever you want her to be.
Gee, that's that bullshit right there. She's whoever you want her to be. This statue could have went to the many great black women this world has seen, especially this country has seen. All right, Madam C.J. Walker, I.G.B. Wells. Shit, Rosa Parks, Claretta Scott King, Betty Shabazz, Shirley Chisholm, like any great black woman. Shit, Henrietta Lacks, who people are still. When I say people, I mean scientists. When I say scientists, I'm talking about those folks are still using her DNA to this day.
Me being a plus size black woman,
Blessing Obiezi, so she African. Plus size black woman. You don't have to be a plus size anything.
Looking at it, it was just like, oh, I wonder what me as a small child would have thought looking. Looking at it, it was just like, oh, I wonder what me as a small child would have thought looking. Yeah, something like that. Representation.
The piece is part of a series called Grounded in the Stars, which Gene Cooney, director of Times Square Art, says confronts preconceived notions of identity and representation.
So by showing, I don't want to see no more of this, by showing a stereotypical black woman, I didn't even get to the statue yet. A stereotypical black woman is representation, right?
It represents to them.
Like,
it's a plus size woman. I'm a plus size man. I'm African American. It's the African American woman statue. So just seeing another piece for me to stop and just have a moment with was very powerful.
If you look at the eyes, it's looking straight at something. It's focused. It's purposeful.
The sculpture proves to.
Eyes, it's looking straight at something. It's focused. It's purposeful.
The sculpture proves to.
Man, get that shit the fuck out of here. They got the zestiest nigga, the moistest man. They get on camera talking about I'm a plus size man, and she says it's looking straight. It's looking straight. It's looking straight. Man, get that shit the fuck on out of here. Can I zoom in on this bitch? Hold on, let me try to get something else popping with this damn statue. So, first and foremost, which is the obvious. The obvious. Whoa, get out of there. Which is the obvious. All right. It's a overweight woman. How come when they show us, it's gonna be a person that's overweight? You don't see no statues or no other woman of any other race, nationality, tribe, area, country. They're not gonna show no chubby chick. That's one. Two, she's already spicy. She got her hands on her hips. Like, people were saying that when you walk by, you could hear it whispering, I don't need no man. Yeah, and that's what she's looking like. She about to tell, she about to curse somebody out right now. And then the clothing. People were talking about the hair. I don't really care about the hair. It's box braids. Those are traditional braids for not just Black Americans, Black people worldwide. They're just box braids. Would I have rather her just have her regular hair out? Yeah, but the box braids is fine. Look at the clothes. I didn't even know this has this little detail lining in the clothing at first. This statue is trash. Trash, motherfucking cash. I got here and zoom in on this hoe. It's trash. What do y'all think about this statue? I want to know in the comments. What y'all think about it? Is this a representative of Black American women today? So-called African Americans. It's just bad. I mean, god damn, man. God damn. So there's this clip floating around about a woman, thinking that she can just put hands on a man. Now, you shouldn't put hands on nobody, no matter if you're man or woman, obviously. But you can't be out here touching motherfuckers or punching people and not expecting to get hit back. Check out this fucking news clip.
It started as a footy vibration, but ends sickening confrontation. A Brisbane Lions fan waved his scarf in the face of a passing woman who lashed out. His response sent her flying.
Disgusting. I think it's vile. I think awful. I don't understand how someone thinks that's like a okay reaction.
So if somebody punches you in your face, slaps you, whatever, what reaction do you want them to have? He lucky he didn't break nothing on her. She lucky she didn't bang her head when she hit that ground.
It's disgusting to see. I just went to push him away to just be leave me alone sort of thing, and then he punched me.
The confrontation happened on September 21 after Brisbane beat Geelong in the prelim final.
There was a lot of them, so that was just really intimidating.
Polly, an English tourist, had been out celebrating her time here in Melbourne with a friend. Instead, she was left in hospital with a broken jaw days before her 20th birthday.
It was really scary because, obviously this isn't my country. I had stitches going from the left side of my cheek all the way round to here.
Absolutely disturbing as a woman. As any person should be able to go out on a Saturday night and enjoy time, especially being a 19-year-old female. We're not sure what sparked it, but in saying that, the actions taken by this individual are not acceptable.
If you're intimidated by being out amongst a certain demographic or a man or whatever the case may be, you don't have to go. That's first and foremost. You don't have to go. Was he being kind of a dick by waving that damn scarf, whatever the fuck it was, in her face? Yeah, motherfuckers do shit all the fucking time. The fact that he was he did that shows that he probably was drunk, drinking a little bit. That doesn't excuse anything. But then, say you're unpleasant to you. Tell him how much of a dick he is and keep it moving. But she slapped that man, and he put hands back on her, equal rights and equal lefts, and then he broke her jaw. It is crazy because as men, you're not trying to break no woman's jaw, but your mouth was talking shit that it obviously couldn't back up. Is it alright to hit women? No. If you're gonna hit it, on the surface, no. Is it alright to defend yourself? Yes. And half of men, there's a 50-50 chance another guy would have probably said, what the fuck? Said whatever, cursed out, kept it moving. But there's another 50% chance that would have happened to her. And in my opinion, there's a 50% chance of that 50% chance that some dude would have just crashed out on her. So you can't take this chance. Ladies, don't take this chance. You know, I always coach my daughters how to associate, how to talk to men, because who's there to stop them from potentially gravely hurting you? You know what I'm saying? And she got gravely hurt in another fucking country. Clearly, she's used to putting her hands on people. You know, that's crazy, man. It is crazy. Real quick. I saw that my last little video clip of the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake thing got a lot of Kendrick fans mad. Listen, I'm just keeping it 100. I have to say what y'all want, saying that was a horrible take, whatever. Kendrick Lamar, the niggas wasn't bumping Kendrick on the radio a year prior to that. You didn't hear Kendrick, you didn't see Kendrick nowhere prior to that. So that shit literally, I said, yeah, did I say save the career to troll a little bit? Yeah, I trolled a little bit. He didn't save his career, obviously, but because of this rap battle, Kendrick Lamar solidified. Hip-hop legend, hands down. I was already a fan of Kendrick Lamar. People saying I'm biased. I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. I'm still an old school Gemini. I'm just shit. I'm a Kendrick fan, but it needed to be said. Somebody had to lose the battle, obviously. I mean, the battle helped both artists. You know, Kendrick got the better of it, but I'm gonna put this whole subject to bed. Obviously, you don't need to talk about this shit no more, unless something comes up. But that's how I feel about that. But anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments. KJ Media 100, and I'm out.